Hi, I'm Taylor Busch, and this is 3 Minutes with Heather Taylor, the Waste Diversion Specialist for the Essex-Windsor Solid Waste Authority. So Heather, what made you want to get into recycling?
It just kind of happened. It was a job, and that came up, and everybody thought that I'd be perfect for it because I've been interested in recycling and always kind of been the recycling advocate, whether it was at home or at school or in places I work. And I've always been very interested in the environment. It's always been a passion of mine.
And what is your favorite part of your job?
My favorite part of my job would be going into the schools and talking to the kids. That's definitely something that I really enjoy, helping children understand why recycling is important and all the benefits of it.
And why do you think it is important to get the kids started at a young age?
It's very important to get them started at a young age because it just becomes habit, and it doesn't seem like a chore to them. It's just something, like brushing your teeth in the morning. It's a habit. You're just supposed to do it. And then what we also find is when we get the kids started young, they also, I call them my little recycling minions. They're my eyes and my ears, and they are the ones that get on their parents and the rest of their family and their peers at school to make sure they're recycling properly.
According to the USWA website, most of Windsor-Essex County's residents are not recycling nearly as much as they could be. What rating would you give them and why?
I don't think that Essex-Windsor residents aren't recycling. We know that 75% of people are participating in our recycling program, which is pretty good. So 75% would be a B. We definitely like to get that number to be higher, but we like to focus more on the people that are recycling and getting them to do maybe a little bit of a better job. We know that everybody puts out a red and a blue box, but what we also know is called the capture rate. We know that we're not capturing all the recyclables that are generated in people's houses. So they might put a red and a blue box out, but we still know there's some recycling hiding in their garbages on garbage night. So we want to get everything that's recyclable and allowed and accepted in the red and blue box from residents into those boxes.
Okay. And what is the biggest issue being faced by the authority at this time?
One of our biggest challenges right now is people not separating their recyclables. So we can't stress enough that just operationally the way the program works, that we need you to keep your paper and your containers separated. That's why we have what we call a two-stream recycling program. So you can't mix your paper and your bottles and cans, but you need to have two containers set out and you need to separate your recyclables.
Okay. And with Earth Day right around the corner, I'm sure there's some events being planned by the authority right now. What are they?
The Solid Waste Authority has always been involved in Earth Day, and it's a great program. We definitely want everyone to come out. It's a free day. There's something for everybody, kids, adults. The Solid Waste Authority this year will be focusing on plastics and trying to get people to understand that, following the 3 R's, we're going to be teaching people how to reduce the amount of plastics they use, finding ways to reuse their plastics, and then making sure they know all the plastics that are recyclable in our local program.
Thank you, Heather, for speaking with us today, and good luck with all your upcoming projects. For more on what you heard today, visit uswa.org or follow them on Facebook and Twitter. I'm Taylor Busch, and you've been watching 3 Minutes with Heather Taylor.